Good evening and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League, brought to you on Sporty Stuff TV. Well, the action here got underway Tuesday morning when we started Group A, and it was Neil Duff who came out on top, pretty much dominated proceedings, only dropping the two matches ending on 16 points and plus 13. Nathan Girvin and Jared Cole into Group B, which will be concluded this evening. And it was Dan Reed, Steve Brown and Mark McGeaney who went into Group C. That was completed this afternoon, and it was Mark McGeaney who came out on top, just ahead of Kurt Parry. And those two join Neil Duff in to tomorrow night's final, and we will find our final three players from 5 this evening. Well, the action got underway last night from Group B, and look at that. All the players winning 2 of their 4 matches, all locked on 4 points, only separated by leg difference. And it was some wonderful darts. Standout performances last night from Nathan Girvin, who finished the session with a running average of 99.62. The average for the whole session, 92.77, and a high from Jared Cole in our final match of that session, 108.75, which isn't the highest of the week. The highest average of the week was by Dan Reed in the opening match on Tuesday morning, 117.88, which is the second highest average in live league history. Also at 109.31 from Dan Reed, but he failed to qualify for finals night. So let's find out who will join Neil Duff, Mark McGeaney and Kurt Parry. Our first match is Jared Cole up against Peter Jacques. Was the final match of last night's session, which produced that 108.75 from Jared Cole. Which incredibly isn't his highest average in live league history. He was just shy of it. Less than a dart away. 109.44 is the high for Jared. Peter Jacques has a personal best of 99.42.
Okay, first I get Jared to throw first.
Last night in a 4-2 win over Mike Warburton. So 5 players in action.
96.
All will play 4 matches, so 10 games to bring you over the next
54
3 hours or so. Hope you all enjoyed the Greyhound show. Hope you all had a few winners. Of course, today the action got underway for the European Darts Grand Prix. The
25
elite from the PDC will join the affray tomorrow, but good wins for Danny Noppert.
57.
Johan Engström defeating Gabriel Clemens. Adrian Lewis edging out Luke Woodhouse. Nathan Rafferty with a win. Danny Janssen beating Clearmacher 6-1.
140.
Kim Hybricks edging out Bunting 6-5. Roby John Rodriguez edging out Jim Williams 6-5. Yella Klassen beating
134.
Full Man Callan Rid 6-4. Mernon blasting Venig 6-0. Ryan Meikle taking care of Ron Mullerkamp 6-2.
180.
Beating Belmont as Peter finds the first max of the session. Mickey Mansell brushing aside Skiganski 6-1. Ryan Joyce going down to Gavlas. Razma beating Zonneveld 6-5 and Gilding beating John Michaels 6-1.
62. Jared Jacques 56.
That continues at midday tomorrow.
Game shot on the first leg.
Jared Cole holds despite the 180 from Peter Jacques. An 18 dart hold for Jared Cole, 1-0.
Second leg is Peter to throw first.
The draw tomorrow: Damon Heta against Mansell, Dimitri against Mernon, Searle against Gavlas, Gurney against Lovely, De Souza against Gildin, Ratajski Hybrids, Dolan Janssen, Cross Klassen, Cullen Rowby John,
135.
Humphreys against Meikle, Clayton against Lewis, MVG Lukeman, Schindler Rasma, Wright Engstrom, Smith Nopper,
100.
and Divin Boda against Rafferty.
137.
It was a wonderful performance last night from Jared Cole in this match, which was the final game of the session. He won 4-1 with that 108.75, 3 180s, 4 out of 6 on the doubles, and a high finish of 104. Peter Jacques averaged just shy of 96.
96.
Jared Cole made a winning start to the session last night with a 4-2 win over Nathan Girvin. He averaged 93.73. Nathan 101.12 in defeat.
88. Peter Record 156.
He lost his 2 middle games, 4-2 to Warby and 4-2 to Baker.
138. Jared Record 45.
For 2-0 and an early break.
Game shot on the second leg. Jared
the
Cole.
double, a 14 dart breaker throw. Good effort from Peter, missing the double 18 on 156.
Feel like it's Jared to throw first.
Yeah, Peter started the session off with a 4-2 win over Nathan Girvin, averaged 94.97, 4 180s, 4 out of 6 on the doubles, and a 161. Nathan 95.51, 3 180s, but just 2 out of 10 on the doubles.
60.
Then went down 4-3 to Scott Baker.
41.
Then had a 4-2 win over Warby with his PB in the live league at 99.42. 4 out of 4 on the doubles.
100. 100.
The doubling from Jared. Very good so far in this one. 2 from 3. Peters had just 1 dart at a double, and that was on the back of the 156.
100. 43.
They went 4-5 about Jared to win this one. 10-11 for Peter.
100. 134.
Just about to say that Peter looking good for a break, but that was a wonderful visit from Jared Cole.
87. Jared require 87.
Treble 17 for double 18. The finishing so far has been very good.
69.
But a chance
Did you require 54?
for the break back. There's the 14.
Game
And
shot on the
there
third
is
leg.
the tops.
Peter Jacques.
And it is an instant break back for Peter Jacques. Coming in 17 darts, 2 missed at a double.
Fourth leg, it's Peter to throw first.
For Jared Cole, that would have been 3-0, of course.
60.
Best of 7, as always. First to 4, 2 points for a win.
41. 60. 135.
Nathan Girvin and Scott Baker to follow this one. And then Peter Jacques will be back in action
60.
against Mike Warburton in match number 3. And that is the 5-player field.
140. 83. 60.
Needs another. Gets another.
140.
Down to a
125.
2-dart finish. Can't finish now. 118 left. Treble 20 needs tops.
45.
So 98 for a level game. Treble 20, double 19. Treble 18, double 12.
38. Jared, 80.
Should get at least 1 dart at tops here.
$60. Peter requires 60. Game shot on the 4 flag.
And the good doubling from Peter Jacques continues. 2 out of 3 on the doubles now.
5th leg is Jared to throw first.
Jared, who led 2-0 with legs of 18 and 14, missed 2 at a double in leg 3.
96.
1 there at a double off the back of 80. It was a 20-dart hold in the end for Peter Jacques.
100.
Identical averages there momentarily. 87.13. Just over 29 per dart.
97.
Not that long ago. And that was classed as
140.
top-notch tungsten. Still very good, of course.
44.
Plenty of matches won at the highest level nowadays of
135.
between sort of 87 and 92, of course. Plenty today on the Euro Tour.
180. Peter record 126.
One apiece in the 180s. What a time to get it for Jared Cole.
Game shot on the 5th flag.
As Peter Jacques takes out the 126 on the ball. Did take out a fabulous 161 last
Peter
night.
to throw first. Game on.
Nathan Girvin.
$140.
The timing of that was impeccable. It was a 12-dart breaker throw.
58.
Is it going to be Peter Jacques, the first player to strike for the front?
100. 140.
2 wins tonight. If the other results go your way, maybe enough to finish in the top 3.
100.
3 wins. I most definitely think that would be more than enough.
57. But you require 161.
6 darts at 161. Knows how to do this. Mako ball.
65.
And rightly so. Leaves a 2-darter, taking that 25 off. And that's a blocker. And so is that.
56. Peter require 96.
Still plenty of time for Peter Jacques, who's lifted his average up to just over 94. Double 8.
Game shot on the match.
And
Peter
just
Jacques.
27 darts used in the last 2 legs for Peter Jacques. to go from 2-2 to 4-2, an average of 94.09, 180 apiece, and look at that finishing from Peter Jacques, 80%, 4 out of 5. Right, when we come back, it will be Nathan Girvin against Scott Baker. Good evening and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League. Up next, match number 2 of 10, and it's Nathan Girvin against Scott Baker.
3 more each.
Here's Nathan, 19 from Arbroath. Uses a 20-gram bulls dart, a recent winner of a development tour, up against 35-year-old Scott Baker from Tipton.
Okay, first look, it's Nathan to throw first.
Plenty of titles.
Game on.
The last 16 of the BDO World Championships a couple of years ago.
57.
As we've already noted, both these players picking up 2 wins last night, but Nathan won this tie 4-1
100.
with a 100.48 average, 3 180s, 50% on the doubles, and 81.34 for Baker.
100. 100.
Baker's 2 wins came against Peter Jacques with a 4-3 win with an 89.09 and a 4-2 win over Jared Cole with an 85.03.
58.
Nathan's 2 wins was a 4-3 win over Warby. It was match of the night for me. Nathan, 101.3, 4 180s, missed 8 darts at a double, 4 out of 12. Warby, a 97.67, 3 out of 7 on the doubles, 102 finish, and 2 180s.
$58. It's got your
Early
required
advantage for Baker. He's stolen the darts. That'll do. The 3's got to come off sometime. Tops.
Game's on the first leg.
Hits
Scott
tops.
Baker.
Oh, we had a ton plus finish in the opening match. That 1-2-6 from Peter Jacques. It was a bit of a game changer. Will that 103
Second
be
leg,
the same
Scott
for Baker in this one?
Game on. $140. 100. 100. 180.
That's the 14th in the group for Nathan.
60.
Hit 13 last night. There's 37 hit over the course of the session.
93.
23 of them were hit by Jared Cole and Nathan. Nathan on 13 last night, 10 for Jared.
140. Nathan, you record 128.
Can't finish now. It's unlucky. Single 19 leaves tops.
88. Scott, your record 61.
Chance for Baker on 61. Gets the 25.
25.
Narrowly misses
Nathan, you
the
record
double 18.
40.
What a chance for Nathan.
Game's on the second leg. Nathan Girvin.
Not bad, because that is a 13 dart break back, including a 180. 2 darts at double 18 for Baker for 2-0.
So look, it's Nathan to throw first. Game on. $60. 60. 140. 140.
Being played at a wonderful pace.
100.
The averages reflecting how both these
85.
players are enjoying the tempo.
$57.
Gives Baker an opportunity for another breaker throw if he finds a trouble, which he does do.
You record 144.
Well, he took this out in the opening match of the night last night against Jared Cole. He's not going to replicate that here.
96.
A very important final dart.
116.
So when Nathan comes back, he will have
Nathan, your record 48.
2 at a double, all barring a bit of a disaster. Double 16, double 8.
Game on the third leg. Nathan
Super
Girvin.
composure from the 19-year-old, and he gets his first holder throw and goes in front for the first time, 2-1.
Fourth leg, it's Scott to throw first. Game on. $100. $140.
He was seeing that red bit like a bucket last night.
66. $140.
Relentless.
100. $93.
Possibility here of a 12 dart break of throw. Has 6 at 128. Hence he went for the treble 20.
44.
That's a bit ragged. And again, a glimmer of hope for Baker.
54. Nathan, you require 84.
Not punishing. That poor visit, double 12. Been his nemesis.
60. Scott, you require 126.
Missed double 12 this week for a 9 darter, did Nathan. Hit one last week on the Pro Tour against Adrian Lewis. Ball for Baker.
83. Nathan, you require 24. Game shot on the fourth leg. Nathan Girvin.
He lost the opening leg. The response has been legs 1 in 13, 18 and 16. 3-1 the lead, and that was a breaker throw.
Fifth leg is Nathan to throw first. Game on.
It's a big leg because leg difference, it's almost guaranteed it's going to
121.
come into effect this evening.
59.
I wouldn't think there'll be too many players tonight that will beat Baker 4-1.
140. $83.
94.19 right now, Nathan. Very, very good again. Treble 18 maybe.
94.
Just slots it in, casual as you like.
60. Nathan, you require 146.
Treble 15.
96.
No, I lost at 10 again.
44. Nathan, you require 50.
Double 16.
Game shot on the match.
Girvin.
Nathan Girvin.
So Gerwin, he's playing like Michael van Gerwen at the moment. 13, 18, 16 and 14. An average of 93, 75, 4 140s, 1 180 and 4 out of 7 on the doubles. Well, if he gets his scoring boots on last night, like he did last night with the finishing of tonight so far, it's going to be tough to beat. Right, when we come back, it is Peter Jacques against Mike Warburton. Good evening and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League, brought to you on Sporty Stuff TV. Up next it is Peter Jacques against Mike Warburton. Peter Jacques enjoyed a winning start to the evening, defeating Jared Cole 4-2 with a 94.09 average, 1-180 and 80% on the doubles, a high finish of 1-2-6. Bookies can't split them, neither can I. Looking at all the stats, they're 5 to 6 each of 2 last night. Warby's average for the night was 93.05, 93.79 for Peter Jacques. A high for Warby of 98.56 and 99.42 for Peter. Finishing though, both of them
180.
very, very good. 41.94% on the doubles for Warby, 60% for Peter Jacques.
100.
And that's for the night. Peter had 2 ton plus outs, including a 161. Warby had 3, including a high of 120. Best leg of the night, a 12 for Warby and 11 for Peter.
$140.
Also the
60. Peter require 121.
Home Internationals this weekend. Good luck to all the players and teams involved.
85.
We'll try and get some of the results for you to take you through some of the action tomorrow night. Wants the ball. Peter Jacques had one of these last night.
136.
Very nearly had one there. Thickness of the wire
36.
away. So it's 36.
Game on the first leg.
What a start
Peter
to the match. A 13-dart hold for Peter Jacques. Gets match number 3 underway with some style.
Second leg, it's Mike to throw first. Game on. $100. $140. $100. $180.
180, number 2 for Peter Jacques. Trying to
60.
stamp his authority on this group.
$100.
Moved on to 6 points, of course, with that win against Jared Cole. 6 points plus 2. Nathan Girvin defeating Scott Baker 4-1 means he moves on to 6 points.
100. Page require 81.
3. Double 12 for an 11-dart breaker throw. Double 6.
69. Mike, you require 141.
Poke at the ball. Off of 161. Not going to get a go here with that 5-star.
45.
It's a double 6.
Page you require 12.
For back-to-back 13-dart legs. Maybe it'll be a 14.
Game's on the second leg. Peter Jacques.
This is very, very good from Peter Jacques. 27 darts used to win the opening 2 legs. He has the throw in the third.
The leg, it's Peter to throw first. $123.
He got a PB last night of 42. That's right under threat here.
60. 140.
His average right now, exactly 115.
100. 100.
9 scorers of a ton or more, including 4 140s and 1 180.
59.
In 2 and a bit
Each require
legs.
138.
100 left. Just confirming with our referee, Owen Binks, that he's
98.
not in. Leaves tops after 12.
100. Peter require 40.
Confirmation of the average right now. Will drop. He'll drop quite a bit.
35. 130. Peter require 5. Game's on the third leg. Peter
He's
Jacques.
up. It was a 17 darter in the end, so 44 darts used to win 3 legs of darts for Peter Jacques. 1 away.
Fourth leg, it's Mike to throw first.
From a real big win.
140. 99.
15 darter from Peter Jacques here will set a new personal best.
100. 97. 140.
Solid leg from Warby. 2 140s in a ton, down to 121 after 9. Exactly
58.
what
Mike
he needed to
require
do
121.
to just stop this run of legs from Peter Jacques. May stay there. Well, he has the ball. Just the setup.
89.
Sensibly.
123. Mike require 32. 16.
Well, that could spell
Peter
danger.
require 124.
Took out 126 in his opening match. 14 and ball. Double 11.
102. Mike requires 16. 'Game on the fourth leg. Mike Warburton.
Warby left it late, but it is an 18 dart hold. Not too much drama for Jacques. He has the darts in the 5th.
Fifth leg, it's Peter to throw first. 60.
Scott Baker and Jared Cole to follow.
100. 100. $96. $60. $180.
That's the third max in the match.
$100.
For Peter Jacques.
$41.
Made a bit of a mess of that.
$100. Peter require
Sort of get it, but
124.
his opponent so far back, and on the back of it in a beautiful 180. I would have stayed on the red bit personally.
92. Mike
Tidies
require
up,
141.
all barring a magnificent finish. He will be back at double 16 to wrap it up 4-1. We'll move
105.
on to 8 points plus
32.
5 if this 32 lands.
No score. Mike, you require 36.
Well.
Game show on the fifth leg. Mike Warburton.
Back-to-back legs, both in 18 darts. 3 match darts for Peter Jacques. Warby's back in this one.
Sixth leg, it's Mike to throw first. Game on.
So 1 match dart at double 11 missed in leg 4. 3 at 32 in leg 5. And we
60.
extend the match to a 6th leg.
$60.
Quite sure Peter Jacques is the kind of player to dwell on those missed match darts.
100.
Yorkshire grit.
$81. $60.
There's been a couple of throws this week that I've enjoyed. Kurt Parry being one of them. And this man, Mike Warburton, the other.
180.
As Peter Jacques lands his 4th 180 of the match. You're going to just think about taking up the sport.
60.
Don't go far wrong trying to replicate the Warby action. Very few moving parts. Stance is good. Head remains solid.
85.
Full extension. No surprise, he's such a good player.
100.
Action like that.
Peter require 95. $55. Mike, you require
Warby can take out
121.
121. Peter Jacques will get a further 3 match darts. 11 ball. And that leaves double 14.
Game show on the sixth flag. Mike
That's
Warburton.
3 on the spin for Warby. A 121 checkout. 3 18 darters.
7th and final leg, it's Peter to throw first.
Peter Jake still dominating in the average front. Just shy of 95.
60.
The important number is the one below where it says legs, and it's 3-3, and only a 60 for Peter.
123. 40.
Certainly didn't see this one being extended to a 7th and deciding leg. 5 or so minutes ago. Warby has got his tail up.
85. 100.
So Warby has stolen the throw. He's got to build on it.
43. 85.
You're going to lose in this format. It's all about damage limitation. So if you are going to lose, make sure it's 4-3.
100.
So I'd be amazed if this doesn't come down to leg difference.
That's a great 140. Might you require 150?
Just took out 1-2-1. Not going to take the 150. He's going to leave it low though. 70 left, treble 18.
92.
That's okay.
Did you require
because it has
76?
left him a 2-darter. Oh, through 2 in hand for Peter. Can he eventually find the winning double? Can he slide down the side of that?
Game shot on the match. Peter Jacques.
What a wonderful match that was from both. A great fight back from Warby. And an end average of 93.08 for Peter Jacques to go with the 94.09 in match 1. And he is now 2 from 2. When we come back, it's Scott Baker against Jared Cole. Good evening and welcome back to the Online Darts Live
6-1.
League. Up next it is Scott Baker against Jared Cole. Those players without a win so far, both losing their opening matches. This is Jared Cole, 21 from Hatfield, 23 gram target dart, PDC Development Tour winner. Up against 35-year-old Scott Baker from Tipton. He was a very light dart, 14 gram Red Dragon. Confirmation of the 2 from 2 tonight for Peter Jacques. He's on 8 points. Nathan Girvin
Yeah, first I get
with
Scott
a game in hand.
First. Game on.
On 6. Favourite for this one, Scott Baker, 8 to 11. Even money about Jared Cole. Scott won this tie last night, 4-2 with an 85.03, 50% on the doubles, a high finish of a ton. Jared Cole, 87.19, 4 180s,
100.
2 out of 5 on the doubles, and a high finish of 109.
$57. $100.
Both players like to get on with it. So again, a tempo
140. Scott, you
should
reckon
suit both.
161. $85. Jared, you reckon 164. $98. Scott, you require 76.
Tops for a hold.
56.
66 for
Jared, you
Jared
require
for the break.
66.
Treble 10. 42.24.
Game's on the
Beautiful.
first leg. Jared Cole.
That is a 14 dart breaker throw with the 66 out. Scott Baker
Second leg is Jared to throw first.
made to pay.
100. $97.
Jared, of course, did lead 2-0 against Peter Jacques in our opening match. Missed 2 at a double for leg 3 and 1 at a double in leg 4.
100. $100. $140. Jared, you're going 161.
To finish after 9. Wants the ball.
136.
The
Scott, you're
line
going
was fabulous.
164. 60. Jared, you require 25.
2 8s for 2-0.
Game's on the second leg.
That is
Jared Cole.
back to back 14 dart legs for Jared Cole, going along very nicely.
They'll get Scott to throw
Remember,
first.
he did have an average of 108.75 last night.
180.
Right now, as you can see, he's
57.
averaging 107.36 to Baker's 105. Baker has only had 1 at a double. Oh, that's unfortunate.
120.
5 perfect darts and then a bouncer.
140. 60.
Scott Baker has a PB in the live league of 107.36.
96. Scott, you require 141. Correct. 109.
Perfect. 32 after 12.
128. Scott, you require 32. Game shot on the third leg. Scott Baker.
He was playing with fire there, just finding the double eight with his final dart. Jared Cole waiting on 80. Denied an opportunity
Fourth leg
for
is Jared to
3-0.
throw first. $140. 60.
Jared Cole averaging 109, 98.5 for Baker.
134. 60. 137.
Down to 90 after 3 scoring visits.
125.
Possible
190.
11 darter on the cards. He misses the ball. 36 left.
54.
He will be back.
$121. Jared, you require 36. 27. Scott, you require 135.
85 left. That leaves tops.
115.
Clips the bottom wire.
Jared, you require 9. 1. Scott, you require 20.
A leg. Baker was never in.
15.
And he misses the opportunity to break back and level up.
Jared, you require 8. Game shot on the fourth leg. Jared Cole.
Jared Cole eventually winning the leg in 19 darts. He missed double 18 for a 12, but he is 3-1 up.
Fifth leg, it's Scott to throw first. Game on. $97.
Massive game coming up next. Mike Warburton up against Nathan Girvin.
93. 77. 60.
Just the 180 so far tonight for Jared. Hit 10 last night.
45.
One in that opening match, 4-2 defeat to Peter Jacques.
120.
Oh, that was one on the floor. 120 floor.
60.
That's the darts now. Has to stay there. Because the single 19 leaves the 170. Seen a couple of them this week. One from Nathan, one from Andy Jenkins.
180.
Oh, what a time
Jared, you require
to find
170.
your second 180 of the match.
78. Scott, you require 42. Game shot on the fifth leg. Scott Baker.
222 in 5 darts for Scott Baker.
Sig flick, it's Jared to throw
As
first.
he closes the gap to just one with a 17 dart hole to throw.
121. 100. 99. 100. 180.
One was due. You had to wait till leg 6.
100.
101 points away from winning this tie 4-2. Look at the average, 98.78. Double 16.
69. 60. Jared, you require 32. Game shot and the match. Jared Cole.
Closes the match out. Winning legs in the end there for Jared. 14, 14, 19 and 13 darts. An end average of 97.72. 180, 5 140s. Missed 8 at a double and still averaged 97.72. Up next, it is Warby against Girvin. Good evening and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League for match number 5 of 10. And it's Mike Warburton against Nathan Girvin. Once this one is completed, all the players will have played half their allocated matches. And we'll all have 2 to play. It's a must-win game for Warby. Confirmation of the win for Jared joins Nathan on 6 points. Nathan, of course,
Okay, first like it's Mike to throw
game in hand.
Game on.
Oh, these two had a wonderful tussle last night. Nathan coming through
60.
4-3 in the end. Hit 4 180s. 4 to 12 on the doubles and an average of 101.3. Warby 97.67. He had 2 180s and a high finish of 102 and 3 out of 7 on the doubles. Win here for Nathan.
44.
And he's got 1 foot in tomorrow night's final.
$180.
Neil Duff, Group A winner, already waiting in that final. And after this afternoon, Kurt Parry and Mark McGeaney joined him from Group C. They'll be the top 3 from this Group B. Will make up
127.
The 6-player field for Phase 3, Week 4 finals night. The final opportunity to qualify for next week's Champions Week, which gets underway Tuesday morning, 9:30 a.m. Oh, this is beautiful.
Game
what a finish that is from Nathan Girvin. He's had a 170 this week, but there's few finishes prettier than this one. A real showbiz shot.
Second leg, it's Nathan to throw first.
That's
Game
one
on.
for the highlight reel and one for the socials. That'll be getting clipped up as we speak.
140.
If you do use the socials at Darts Live League, all one word, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter.
100. 60. 100. 96.
Also give at TV_sporty.
140.
The Sporty Stuff TV Twitter page. Don't forget to give that one a follow.
41. Mike, you require 161. 90. Nathan, you require 164.
Coming in September of this year will be a similar format.
139.
164 on the board.
Mike, you require 71.
Similar format, but with snooker. Snooker Legends 900. Tops.
31.
Clips the wire. What a chance
Nathan,
here
you
for Nathan
require 25.
to double his lead. Get that hold of throw for 2-0. Double 4.
Game's on the second leg.
Great clutch
Nathan
finishing
Girvin.
from Nathan Girvin. And that was an 18 dart hold. 1 dart for Warby to break straight back.
So look, it's Mike to throw first. 100.
have on Sporty Stuff TV, of course, all the live
60.
greyhound racing and bags of motorsport.
$100. 134. 100. 81.
If you are watching via your chosen bookmaker or
100.
YouTube, don't forget on Sky it's channel 437, FreeSat 250 and Freeview 264.
100. Mike, you require 101.
16 for a hold.
85.
Well, I wouldn't put it past Nathan.
Nathan, you require 126.
Needs the treble 19 to get a dart at the ball. Finds it. Can he find the ball for a third time?
79. Mike, you require 60. Game shot on the third leg.
Warby
Mike Warburton.
gets on the scoreboard with a 16 dart hold advantage. So still with Nathan with that breaker throw in leg one.
Fourth leg, it's Nathan to throw first. Game on. $180.
Second max in the match for Nathan.
60.
He's average now over 102.
$180.
Not for the first time this week. He missed double 12 in Group A.
60. Nathan, you require 141.
Last week on the Pro Tour.
55. 96.
18, double 16.
And you require 86.
Possibility of an 11 darter. Treble 20. Or treble 12, which is what he went for. Tidies up.
62.
24 after 12 darts.
$100. Nathan, you require 24.
Trouble with this one. Double 6, and he's had plenty of trouble down here.
12. 95. Nathan, you require 12. 6. Mike, you require 90.
6 darts for 3-1.
82. Nathan, you require 6.
He's got to attack. Double 1.
No score. Mike, you require 8.
8 of them at a double for 3-1.
Game shot on the fourth leg. Mike Warburton.
Very Very, very fortunate Warby there with a 20 dart breaker throw. 8 darts at doubles in that leg. Nathan Girvin.
It's Mike to throw first.
May come back to haunt him because Warby's back on throw.
100.
That was over 102. Now sits at 88.68.
55.
He just has to fend off the darting demons, does Nathan. Just forget about it. It's done.
100. $93. 60.
So way back into this leg. But it will need trebles.
100.
That was minimum requirement.
$100.
Warburton showing wonderful resilience this evening.
137.
Trailed against
141.
Peter Jacques 3-0 and rallied back to 3-3 before being edged out in the decider.
$109.
Brilliant setup.
Nathan, you reckon 116.
Treble 20. Would have left double 18.
41. Mike, you reckon 32. Games on the fifth leg. Mike Warburton.
Warby goes in front for the very first time in the match with a 16 dart hold. Nathan with it all to do now.
Sixth leg, it's Nathan to throw first. 100. $100. $96.
As you could just see briefly, nothing in the averages, both on 88.
100. $98.
Needed that second treble 20 to leave at 167.
$41. $133.
About to go to the hill in the second successive match.
100. Nathan, you require 74.
32.
Games on the sixth flag. Nathan Girvin.
Absolutely nailed that. 14 dart hold for Nathan. And we are at 3-3.
Seventh and
Warby
final leg, it's Mike
with
to
the
throw
all-important
first. Game on.
darts.
$180.
That's his first of the match, and what a time to get it.
42.
This is most definitely one that's got away.
$60. 58.
A little bit too much shoulder getting involved now. A little bit too much effort. Still in a good position.
100.
180, 60 and a ton. The 3 scoring visits for Warby.
140. Mike, you require 161.
Time on his side.
83. 41. Mike, you require 78.
Double 10.
Game shot on the match, Mike Warburton.
And Mike Warburton gets the win. I don't know how, but he's done the business. 89.15 the average, 88.57 for Nathan. 3 180s, 2 140s apiece, 11 missed starts at a double yet again. That is Nathan Girvin's Achilles heel. Right, when we come back, Peter Jacques against Scott Baker. Welcome back to the Online Darts Live League, brought to you on Sporty Stuff TV. Up next, our only unbeaten player of the night, Peter Jacques, takes on Scott Baker. All the players have completed 2 of their 4 matches. As I said, it is Peter 2 from 2 tonight. He's pulled clear. 3 players right behind him.
Okay, first look, it's Peter to throw first.
Game on. Win game for Scott Baker.
$59. 57.
So far tonight, Peter's had wins over Jared Cole, 4-2 with a 94.09.
60.
And a 4-3 win over Warby with a 93.08. Baker, he went down 4-1 to Nathan Girvin with an 84. And then went down 4-2 with a much better average against Jared Cole. Baker averaged 92.22 with 2 180s.
$119. $24. $100. $140. It's got your record 140.
No finish for Peter. It's on 6-2. So 6 darts if needed for Baker.
100.
Finds a ton to leave tops. 8-11 favourite for this one, Peter. Scott,
40.
Even money.
Scott, you're required 40. Game shot on the first leg. Scott Baker.
Very competent start from Baker. A 16 dart breaker throw. Leads 1-0.
Second leg, it's Scott to throw first. Game on.
Scott won this tie last night, 4-3 with an 89.09, 2 180s.
140.
Peter averaged 87.57 with 1 max.
59. $100. $180.
Could Peter Jacques be a dark horse for tomorrow night's final opportunity to qualify for Live League?
57.
Certainly has all the attributes for me.
60. $97. It's got your require 116.
Tops for 2 now.
Game shot on the second leg. Scott Baker.
16 dart breaker throw in leg 1 is backed up with a 15 dart 116 checkout for a hold in leg 2.
The leg, it's Peter to throw first.
This is just what Baker needed. He needs a big win.
100.
There's a long way adrift in the leg difference. 4 points. -9.
140.
Warby back in action in our next match up against Jared Cole. And Nathan Girvin will be facing Peter Jacques, and then it will be be Baker against Warby and Cole against Girvin. That could be a straight shootout, possibly.
121.
For the final spot, wouldn't surprise me.
100. Page require 140. No score.
Oh, he's bust.
Scott, you require
Caught the flight
121.
on the way in, and it just got sucked in to the treble 20. Ball for Baker.
74. Page you require 140.
What a recovery this would be.
Game
that's
shot
just
in the third leg.
outstanding.
Peter Jacques.
Absolutely outstanding for Peter Jake. But Peter Jake's bust the 140 in the previous visit. And then
Scott to throw first.
rights the
Game
wrongs. With a 140 out.
81.
Scott Baker looks like he's found a pound and lost a tenner.
$81. 100.
Missed the ball, didn't he, for the 1-2-1 for 3-0. Was probably thinking, well, I'll be back. Get rid of the 47.
100.
Would have been throwing for the match here. As it is, a lot of work left to do.
97.
That 140 out will have inspired Peter Jakes.
$60.
Right, for a question of sport type thing, that. What happened next?
59. $60. It's got your record 164. 132.
Also had a
95.
bizarre moment this week for the
It's got
life
your
of me. I
record
can't remember who
32.
it was, but 3 darts in the treble 20 in the final one. Pulled the
Game's
other
on the
2 out,
fourth
and it was
leg.
180 on the
Scott
floor.
Baker.
Baker steadies the ship, holds throw, leads 3-1.
Fifth leg is Peter to throw first. $85.
Solid performance this from Baker. Averages 83.45. Peter. Scott 96.25.
55. $140. $121.
Quality I like about Peter Jakes. He makes you work for every single leg.
140. $60. Peter record 136. 96. 57. Peter record 40. Game show on the fifth leg. Peter Jakes.
Peter holds in 14, and this is the big leg for Baker. He has the darts to win it. 4-2.
Sixth leg, it's Scott to throw first. $140.
So look at the averages. 94.34 Baker, 87.97 for Peter Jacques.
55. 121. 55.
This is the exact
180.
opportunity to explain the difference between an aimer and a thrower. As you can see, Peter Jacques sights the dart.
100. Scott, you required 60.
The real aimer. Baker is a chucker.
20.
Dart almost down the side of the face. As you can see, Peter Jacques sights the dart.
60. Scott, you require
Tops
40.
for Baker to inflict the first defeat of the night on Peter Jacques.
30.
He's going to have to wait. It is very, very warm in the south of England this evening. Seriously humid.
7. Scott, you required 10.
That is a soundproof sealed box that they're in.
6. 57. Scott, you require 4. No score. Pete, you require 167.
Actually
57.
run out of fingers
Scott, you
to
require
count how
4.
many missed darts at a double
Game shot and the
Baker's
match.
had, but eventually
Scott Baker.
gets it done, and Scott Baker picks up his first win of the night. 86.87 the average, 180 apiece. 13 missed darts at doubles for Baker, but it mattered not. He picks up 2 points, and all importantly, +2 on the leg difference. When we come back, it is Mike Warburton against Jared Cole. And welcome back to the Online Darts Live League. Up next, Mike Warburton against Jared Cole. Table really beginning to take shape. Look at that. Peter Jacques on 8 points. Warby, Nathan Girvin and Jared Cole on 6, as is Scott Baker. But those three have a game in hand, of course. Still none the wiser. Who's going to come out on top?
First, it's Mike to throw first. Game on. $97. 59.
Won this tie last night. 4-2 with an 84.68. Jared with an 81.98, but missed 8 darts at a double.
140.
Most of them proved to be costly.
70.
Last time out, Jared got a 4-2 win against Baker.
94.
Very tidy 97.72. Warby got the win against Nathan Girvin.
100. Mike require
4-3 after trailing 2-0 and looking like he was going to go 3-0 down. Missed doubles, 3 from 14 for Nathan. And he paid the price.
98.
One win apiece tonight for these two. Cole losing to Peter Jacques. Warby also
60.
losing to Peter Jacques.
Mike requires 72.
Single 16. Ooh. Fortunately,
32.
Jared Cole back on 212.
90. Mike require 40. Game shot on the first leg. Mike Warburton.
No mistake this time from Warby, and a very, very comfortable hold in leg 1. Jared has to respond.
Second leg is Jared to throw first. $60. 60. 57. 100. 56. 81. 97. 100. 134. Mike, you require 160.
20s. It's going to put pressure on the 97.
140.
Leads double 10.
Garage require 97. $41. Mike, you require 20. Game show on the second leg.
Warby
Mike Warburton.
breaks throw, doubles his lead, and Jared Cole in a spot of other.
Third leg, it's Mike to throw first.
Good
Game on.
response this from Warby after losing his opening match 4-3. He's dug in, getting that 4-3 win against Nathan.
59. $57. $59. $134. $81. $60. $100.
Only 48 behind here, Jared. Could be an opportunity to hit straight back.
100.
He's left to finish, down to 150.
$100. Garage require 150. $46. Mike, you require 102.
He's had a 1-2-1 tonight. There's Warby. That's his high of the session so far. Misses the 42 for tops.
94.
Tidies up.
Garage require 104. $44. Mike, you require 8. Game show on the third leg.
Jared
Mike
Cole,
Warburton.
the body language of a beaten man at the moment, finds himself 3-0 adrift.
Fourth leg, it's Jared to throw first. Game on. $58. $60. $98. $100. $140. $100. 140. 180. Jared requires 65.
That's the first max of the match, and it piles the pressure.
Game shot on the fourth leg.
And
Jared
Jared
Cole
Cole is up to the task. Taking out
Fifth leg, it's
65,
Mike to throw first. Game on.
despite the pressure of the 180 from Warby to leave 61.
134. 139. 100. 99.
Big match to follow this one. Oh, they're all pretty big right now, aren't they?
100.
But it's Nathan Girvin against Peter Jacques.
93. Mike, you require 167. 59. Jared, you require 170. 58. Mike, you require 108.
Almost feel the tension right now as we get to the real business end of Group B. Double 18.
72.
Real classical shot.
Jared, you
on the
require
108 that.
112.
Don't see too many players going the old school route. Most now will go for 419s, double 16.
52. Mike, you require 36.
But to get it done and go top. Double 18, that's a great guide. Goes the other side.
18.
Goes too far inside with the final dart.
Jared, you require 60.
Winces.
20. Mike, you require 18. Game shot and the match.
Is
Mike Warburton.
it for Jared Cole, a 19 dart hold, enough for Warby. 85-26 the average, 4 out of 12 on the doubles, 180 and 2 140s apiece, and Warby does go top, moves on to 8 points plus 5. When we come back, Nathan Girvin against Peter Jacques.
6
Welcome
mileage.
back to the Online Darts Live League. Up next, match number 8 of 10, so 3 more to bring you. This one is Nathan Girvin against Peter Jacques. Look at the table. He was joint bottom after the opening match, and now Warby, after back-to-back wins, is out on top on leg difference, 5 ahead of Peter Jacques. This is Peter's final match.
Okay, first I guess Nathan to throw first. Game on.
It's a must-win game for Nathan. By any scoreline.
180.
Nathan lost this tie last
81.
night. Went down 4-2 to Peter. Peter averaged 94.97, 4 180s. 4 out of 6 on
134.
the doubles, and a crucial 161 out. Nathan averaged higher, 95.51, hit 3 180s,
60.
but missed 10 darts at a double.
$57. 140. Nathan, you record 130. 106.
Tidies up to leave. A double, which has caused him nightmares throughout the week.
140. Nathan, you record 24. Game shot on the first leg.
Well, that is
Nathan
a
go.
13 dart hold from Nathan. 3 more needed.
Second against Peter to throw first. $85.
Win here for Nathan Girvin, and he will go on to 8 points with Peter and
140.
Mike Warburton. Remember, it is the top 3 that qualify.
$100.
Penultimate game up next, Baker against Warburton.
40.
Could have done without that. Peter Jacques straight in. 0 sympathy.
140.
And then the final match will be Jared Cole against Nathan Girvin.
80. 136.
Peter Jacques seems to have his mojo back.
57.
Didn't
Peter
play very
record
well
40.
last time out against Scott Baker. Averaged 80.87, losing 4-2.
20. 121. Peter record 20.
Don't expect him to miss.
Game shot on the second leg.
And he doesn't.
Peter
And
Jacques.
that's an 18 dart hold to level things up at 1 apiece. Everything gone with throw so far.
Then look, it's Nathan to throw first.
Nathan, we'll hope that continues. 3 more holds of throw. Means he will win 4-3.
139. 180.
That's Peter's first max of the match, 1 apiece.
58. 81.
So good at finding a treble with his final dart. Does it so often on the cover and around the treble 20.
100.
That's an important dart from Nathan. But the lead is precarious. Only 36.
60.
Which has been taken care of there. Needs a big visit. Fancy Peter Jacques to get rid of 180 in 2 visits.
140.
Nathan just got to not give him that opportunity.
$100. Nathan, you require 64. Game shot on the third leg. Nathan Girvin.
2 high quality legs from Nathan. A 13 dart hold in leg 1 and a 15 dart hold in leg 3.
Fourth leg, it's Peter to throw first.
He's one of the players that do that thing where they have the ability to throw at the 6 doubles, well, the 16 as in a single, but put it tight towards the double, averaging over 100. Not for the first time this week.
140.
So that single 16
49.
almost becomes a guide or a marker, depending how brave you are.
83. $180.
Just when Nathan looked to have control, Peter Jacques
128.
fires in a second max.
$138. Nathan, you record 150. $50. Peter requires 76.
Leaves a ton, just in case. Peter's going to get 1 dart at tops.
Game
Ouch.
shot on the fourth leg. Peter Jacques.
Hit straight back with a 15 dart holder throw of his own, taking out the 76.
Fifth leg is Nathan
Super
to throw
end
first.
to the leg. Hit the 180, followed it with 138, and then took out the 76 in 3.
100. $40. $60. $44. $77. $140.
Just knew that was incoming. Always within striking distance. Peter Jacques needs to follow him in.
140.
Nathan down to 124. What can Peter Jacques do with 277? He's back in the red bit.
99. Nathan, you require
6 starts for Nathan. 124 for a 3-2 lead. 64 left. Double 8.
Game shot on the fifth leg. Nathan Girvin.
Super finish from Nathan Girvin. Taking out the 124 for a 15
Peter
dart
to throw
hold.
first.
He's winning legs in this match. 13, 15 and 15. 18 and 15 for Peter.
27.
And an early mistake. Just got to resist forcing. Allow the natural natural ability to flow.
140.
Clench fist for Nathan.
$140.
Averaging 102 right now.
140.
Back-to-back 140s. Remember, this is a match. He must win.
100. 140.
140 thrice, down to 81 after 9.
$100. Nathan, you require 81.
Once the ball.
56. Pete, you require
Had to go for it.
134.
There's Peter Jacques on 134. We know what he can do with a big finish. And this shot's on. He opted to stay there for a dart double 7.
80.
Amazed we didn't see
Nathan, you require 25.
the 42 for 32. But it's double 8. Hit it last time. Double 4.
21. Pete, you require 54.
2 darts to win it. 4-2.
Game's on the 6th flag. Peter
Just
Jacques.
will not go away, and Peter Jacques extends this one to a decider. 3 140s in the leg for
7th
Nathan.
and final leg. It's
A dart
Nathan
at the
to throw
ball,
first.
and 2 darts at double 8.
121. 140. 41.
Needs to
44.
steady up here.
$96.
Peter Jacques just keeps you on your toes. It's just so hard to get rid of.
100.
This match, a perfect example of that. He's been outplayed in every department. Looks the
58.
most likely to win the match. Certainly now.
$97.
75 left. Trouble 17 for the
127.
12.
Peter require 120.
It's 120 for Peter. For a heartbreak. Well, he's not got it. So Nathan, 18
60.
and tops
Nathan, you require 58.
to fall over the line. Gets the 18 just.
38.
5 match darts for Nathan
Peter, you
Girvin.
require 60.
Is at the end of his hopes of qualifying for tomorrow night's final. He's going to last start him, isn't he?
50.
Ooh.
Nathan, you
lifeline.
require 20.
For the young man from Arbroath.
Game shot and the match. Nathan Girvin.
Huge relief for Nathan Girvin. An average of 96.35. It only dropped below a ton in the final leg of that match. but he gets it done, and he keeps his hopes alive. Our penultimate match up next, Scott Baker against Mike Warburton. Welcome back to the Online Darts Live League for our penultimate match of the session. And it's Scott Baker against Mike Warburton. So, Scott Baker can't qualify because of the leg difference. He'd still be on minus.
Okay, first look at Scott to throw first. Game on.
3 with a 4-0 win. So, with regards to our final
60.
match, which I did say at 10 o'clock tonight, that final spot to qualify could come down to a straight shootout. It's not quite that simple.
140.
Jared Cole needs to win 4-0 or 4-1. Nathan Girvin needs just 2 legs in that match to ensure he is in tomorrow
31.
night's finals.
$100.
Warby, who lost his
180.
opening match of the night, 4-3 to Peter Jacques, has gone on to defeat Nathan Girvin 4-3. Then Jared Cole 4-1.
180.
What a reply.
42.
Scott Baker.
Mike require 81.
To Girvin. Then 4-2 to Cole. And then picked up a win against Peter Jacques 4-2, which really put the cat amongst the pigeons. Double 16.
49.
That's for a 12-dart hold.
$140. Mike, you require 32. Game shot on the first leg. Mike
Both
Warburton.
players hitting at a 180 in the opening leg, but it's a 13-dart breaker throw for Warby, 1-0.
Second leg, it's Mike to throw first. $100. 60.
I would use some cut above or slice jokes or many other little jokes referring to Warburton and bread, but I'll
140.
leave that to my colleagues Murph and Nico.
60. $43. 78. 60.
First down to a finish, 158. Trouble 19 leaves 170.
95. Mike, you require 158.
Double 19 for a beauty.
120. 58. Mike, you require 38.
Warby was favourite to win Group B. He's living up to his billing.
Game shot on the second leg. Mike Warburton.
Adds a holder throw to the breaker throw from leg 1. Going along quite nicely.
The leg
2-0 up.
Scott to throw first. Game on.
97.
121. 123. 100. 100. 140.
Jared Cole is the favourite to win our final match of the session.
100. Scott, you require 140.
Here's 4 to 6.
60.
Nathan Girvin, 11 to 10. Remember, Nathan needs just
60.
2 legs
Scott, you require 80.
to secure his spot in the
60.
finals.
Mike, you require 118.
Alongside Peter Jacques and Warby.
99. Scott, you require 20. Games on the third leg. Scott Baker.
A 16 darter is more than enough to give Baker his first leg of the match. 2-1, the breaker throw though.
Full leg, it's
with
Mike to throw first.
Warby.
Game on. $43. 140.
Scott Baker playing with absolute freedom.
$134. 60. 60. 140.
Few results from the
60.
home internationals.
Scott, you require 161.
I think it's played under the auspices of the UK Darts Association.
97.
There was the boys in action tonight. England beat Scotland 4-0, and then England beat Wales 4-0. And then it was the turn of the girls.
140.
Scotland
Scott,
girls
requires
defeated
64.
Wales 2-0, and the women's event,
48.
England defeated Wales
Mike, you require
5-1.
64.
Double 16 for 3-1.
Games on the fourth leg. Mike Warburton.
Super clutch finishing from Warby. Re-establishes that two-leg cushion.
Scott to throw first. Game on. $60. 121. 60. 59.
Just can't find that one big visit.
140.
No problem for Baker. Yeah, the 140. 80 in front, minus these.
100. 100. 60. It's got your record 141. Game shot on the fifth leg. Scott Baker.
To win the leg, the 141 from Scott Baker, 60, 57, 24, 3-2.
Sixth leg, it's Mike to throw first. 97. 29. 140. 60. 57. 100.
So 207 in 6 to get it done 4-2.
100. 100. Mike record 107. 91.
88 when he comes back.
60. Mikey requires 16.
But yet another solid performance for Mike Warburton.
No score. Scott, you require 152.
He took out 141, didn't he? Oh, he's not going to do the 152.
22. Mikey requires 16.
That's the fourth one on the wire.
Game shot and the match.
Eventually,
Mike Warburton
finds the double 8, and Mike Warburton, with an average of 88.31, was at round about 93 prior to that final leg of the match, but he confirms that he does win Group B. Well, big game up next, our final match, Jared Cole against Nathan Girvin. Welcome
points.
back to the Online Darts Live League for the final match of this session, and it's Jared Cole against Nathan Girvin. Confirmation will be out on top. Nathan currently in second and Peter Jacques in third. Jared Cole has to win 4-0 or 4-1. If he does, these two will trade places.
Okay, first look, it's Jared to throw first. Game on. '93.
These two met in the opening match of this Group B last night.
140.
And despite Nathan averaging 101.12 and 3 180s, 2 out of 5 on the doubles and a 144, he was beaten by Jared Cole, who averaged 93.73. It was a strange match.
140.
Back-to-back 140s for Nathan.
$100.
Love to just get out the traps, break and hold, job done.
140.
Doesn't seem to make things easy for himself. This is a beautiful start. 140, 140, 140.
96. Nathan, you've got 81.
Ball.
56. Jared, you require 160.
The way things have gone for him in this
Game
week,
on the
he
first
almost
leg.
just
Jared Cole.
absolutely knew that that was going in. It's just the way it's gone for Nathan. Unbelievable.
Second leg is
A
Nathan
beautiful
to throw
finish
first.
from Jared Cole. A 116 out for a 15 dart hold.
93.
Nathan missing the ball for a 12 darter and the break.
97. 100.
For me, he's been right up there as one of the best players of the week.
100.
99.62 for the session last night is one of the
138.
top performances we've seen in the live league over a course of a session.
98. Nathan, you require 170. 60. 59. Nathan, you require 110.
Trouble 17.
78.
Tidies up.
Jared, you require 147. 59. Nathan, you require 32. No score. Jared, you require 88. Game shot on the second leg. Jared Cole.
Well, if it wasn't for bad luck, Nathan Girvin wouldn't have any luck at all.
Third leg, it's Jared to throw first.
That's a 116
Game on.
and an 88.
100. 85. 43. 93.
Super recovery dart.
96.
For Jared Cole. Wonderful treble 19.
140. 58. 95.
He's just watched Jared Cole take the 88 out for the breaker throw.
60.
Can he return the favour?
Nathan, you require 88.
56 left.
48. Jared, you require 144.
Well, he's 2 out of 2 on the doubles.
84. Nathan, you require 40.
Nathan, a none from 3. Make that 4.
Game shot on the third leg. Nathan Girvin.
You could hear the roar of relief from Nathan Girvin as he breaks back. Needs one more leg to qualify.
Fourth leg, it's Nathan to throw first. Game on.
It was a stunning start from Jared Cole, taking out the 116 for a 15. Took out the 88 for a 17.
60.
That was an 18 dart breaker throw for Nathan. But only 60.
26.
Not punished.
40. 87. 134.
Needed that.
58.
Unlucky on the 57 for Jared Cole. Usually a real strong area of his game.
180.
Finds the first 180 of the match and needs just 87.
60. Nathan, you require 87.
Double 18.
Game shot on the fourth leg.
And a 14
Nathan
dart
Girvin.
hold gives Nathan Girvin leg number 4, 2 apiece. And that means Nathan Girvin has
Fifth leg is Jared to throw
qualified
first.
alongside Mike Warburton, Peter Jacques from
180.
this Group B. Also Neil Duff from Group A and Kurt Parry and Mark
134.
McGeady from Group C.
$180.
Pretty much
96. Jared, you require
everything else this week.
141.
Oh,
89. 135. Jared, you require 52. 44. Nathan, you require 136. 128. Jared, you require 8. 4. Nathan, you require 8. Game show on the 5th leg. Nathan Girvin.
Girvin, it's time to steal as he finds the double 4. How many times do we see that? A player hitting the back-to-back 180s on the 9.
It's Nathan to throw first.
And lose the leg.
Game on.
I can confirm tomorrow night's Group 1. Neil Duff, Kurt Parry,
134.
Nathan Girvin. Group 2, Mike Warburton, Mark McGeaney, Peter Jacques.
137.
Top 2 from both groups will play the semi-finals.
60.
Winners to play each other in the final. In a £1,000 game, the runner-up getting 1,000, the winner getting 2, and the 3rd and 4th place playoff. The winner of that qualifies for Champions Week. We get underway 10 o'clock tomorrow night. Sporty Stuff TV.
180.
Nathan finds his second max of the match. We've had 4 in the contest, 2 apiece.
46. Nathan, you record 127.
Another big average for Nathan. Double 8, finish it in style.
Game shut down the match.
He does finish it in
Nathan
style
Girvin.
with a 12 darter. Commiserations to Jared Cole. Good friends, these two. Both have come through the youth system, of course. Ended with an average of 99.4. Not far off his running average for the night last night. So we can have a quick look at the table. Confirmation. Warby, Nathan Girvin and Peter Jacques coming through this tight group, but it is Warby who wins Group B. So, just to reiterate, tomorrow night, Neil Duff, Kurt Parry, Nathan Girvin in Group 1. Group 2, Mike Warburton, Mark McGeaney and Peter Jacques. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. We'll see you at 10 o'clock tonight.